So are you looking at volume in the right way? Volume as it relates to your revenue, as it relates to the number of clients that you're working with, as it relates to your followers, as it relates to members in your Facebook group, or views on your content, or open clicks on your email, all the things. We're going to do a quick check-in with this live stream. I'd like to check in with you and kind of give you some things to think about and that you should be thinking about in order to really look at volume in a way that can support your growth. So for those of you that are new here, or those of you that are coming back, let me just do a quick reintroduction. I am Stephanie, and I support ambitious women coaches and consultants to grow, to be more profitable, to grow their businesses sustainably by helping them with visibility, marketing, and launch strategies that increase conversions so that they can create more wealth and enjoy more time freedom. And I am the founder of this Facebook group, the Marketing Strategies to Grow and Scale, where you're most likely watching this. I'll probably syndicate this, and expand the reach of this video on Facebook and other platforms as well. So if you're joining me in one of those places, welcome to you as well. So what I wanted to talk about here today is I wanted to do a quick check-in, and actually, you know what, let me check to make sure that you can hear and see me, that everything is broadcasting as it should before I continue, because I have some things to share here that you don't want to miss. So I want to make sure that everything is broadcasting. Okay, great. I can hear and see myself. Okay. So I know that everything's okay from a tech standpoint with this content today. Let me just tag some folks so that they can know where to find me. All right. So are you looking at volume in the right way? So one of the things that I encounter when I'm talking to people in this community, whether it's potential clients, okay, I'm having a little jewelry snafu here. I could feel it. Whether it's potential, I'm talking with potential clients, other coaches like yourself here that's watching this, or I'm talking about with my actual clients, is volume, right? And there's numbers that you should be paying attention to, and there's reasons why they matter. But I want for you to know, why certain numbers matter and how you should be looking at it. So if you're looking at revenue, you're looking at follower count, you're looking at client enrollment, or how many clients you enroll versus, how you're closing, rather your closing ratios. Those are all things that you should look at. And of course, volume, right, tends to be the name of the game. We all want more money, more clients, more growth, more opportunities, more followers, more engagements, more likes, all the things. But not all of them is something that you should be pursuing in the way that you're pursuing it, or looking at it in the way that you're looking at it. And that's what I wanted to do today, just a quick check-in. And I'm doing this against the backdrop. As you may have seen, I just started posting about this a day ago, that I have a program that is going to be opening the door soon for the Coaching Impact and Profits program, Coaching Impact and Profits. And this is a 6-week experience where I'm going to be sharing with you how to create monthly recurring revenue and predictable income and sustainable growth. Okay. So I want to talk again about the volume piece. As it relates to volume, the reason why some of these numbers matter is really what you should be focused on and what you should be looking to drive, and not necessarily the numbers themselves. Okay. So let me explain. As it relates to revenue, a lot of times, and I've been there too. So I'm talking from experience here, where the volume that I was looking at as it relates to my income, as it relates to sales and revenue, was trying to influence how much I can make each month, kind of looking at each month as a period in and of itself. Yes, I would know that, okay, this is what I'm trying to make for the year. But also, it's very important. It was very important for me to look at each month to say, what can I make each month, as like each month was anew. So I wanted to really hear me clearly, because I'm still talking about the importance of looking at your monthly numbers, but not as a snapshot to say, okay, what can we do this month to increase this month's revenue, but how you should be looking at the months in your business. Okay. So I've supported many clients to achieve the 10K month milestone in their business. Okay. That's one of the milestones that you want to get to because, we, in our businesses, we have expenses in terms of, and obligations in terms of taxes, in terms of the expenses related to having your business run, paying for all the tech, the items in your tech stack, paying for any contractors that you have on your team that supports you to show up, look good, to keep things running in the back end, to pay for support in terms of coaching or anything that you're endeavoring to do in your business, and of course to pay you as a CEO. And so at 10K, by the time you take care of those things, you could possibly pay yourself between 3,000 to 5,000 in terms of net money that comes to you in terms of owner's pay, between 3,000 and 5,000, depending on how those other things look, in terms of the obligations that you have to meet and the other things that you're paying for. All right, maybe 6,000. Okay. But once you reach that milestone in terms of having that 10K month, if you're only trying to have that 10K month and you're doing anything and everything to bring in funds that month so that you can have a 10K month, you're looking at volume in the wrong way. Because the true stat that you should be aiming for is to get monthly recurring revenue at 10K. So here's a slight distinction. So I've had coaches that I've worked with that had one-off things like VIP days or VIP intensives, as well as their group coaching programs that were, say, 800 something for 3 months, and then clients are paying each month, as well as private coaching that was anywhere from 5,000 to 12,000. And in terms of how they would, if you're looking to achieve a 10K month, one of the first things, that people think of, okay, what's the easiest thing that I can sell? And I could just look to sell more of that so that I can be at 10K months. So they'll either go with, if I bring on two clients at 5K and give them a major incentive to pay me in full, then I'm at 10K month easily, right? 2 clients paid in full, 5K. And I give them, I just really stack up the bonuses and make them an irresistible, painful offer. Once they pay me in full, I'm at 10K. But then what about the next month? Or I'll have clients, let's just say, just to even things out, let's just say you have a 10 intensive for $2,000, which you've sold pretty easily, possibly more easily than you have sold your private coaching for 5K. So you're like, okay, so all I need to do is just bring on 5 people at 2,000 and I'll be at $10,000 for the month. Again, what about the other months? And so the real volume that you should be looking at in terms of revenue is not just what you can do each month, as if each month is independent and has no concern about the other months. Because as we know, as business owners, we need to get paid each month. Our team needs to get paid each month. Your expenses need to get paid each month. And it's with each month's volume that you achieve the annual revenue. And so what you want to look at in terms of having each month bring in the funds that you want is your monthly recurring revenue. Not how much you can make each month, but what you can get, how you can stabilize, how you can increase and stabilize, or increase and grow monthly recurring revenue. So that would more aptly look like if you have a group program that's $500 a month and you have 10 people, let me just make sure I have you have 20 people in that group program. That would be, and that group will, so it's $500 a month for 6 months. You have 20 people, easy math. That's your 10K month of recurring revenue, at least for 6 months. Okay. So that's the kind of volume that you want to pay attention to, not what you can bring in each month, but rather what you can have come in on a recurring monthly basis. See the distinction there? And so it's the same thing in terms of clients, not trying to bring on 2 clients this month, yes, that would be the fastest path to cash. And if you wanted to do a cash boost outside of your monthly recurring income, that would be a great way to bring it in. Okay. But if you're really looking for more profitability and to grow more sustainably, okay, where it's not, it's not just get rich quick or, quick wins, but longevity and having your income be predictable and at a certain level each month. And you know that you're able to pay yourself and your team a certain amount of money, taxes are getting paid, etc. Then you want to look at monthly recurring revenue as it relates to the programs that you're selling and the clients that you're bringing in. As it relates to your followers, again, it's easy for us to get caught up in that coach has 10,000 followers on their Facebook page and I only have 1,000. What can I do? Should I run an ads campaign to increase my followers on this Facebook page? Or followers in terms of subscribers. This person has a 10,000 person list and I only have 1,000. What can I do to be at that 10,000 list? It's looking at the volume, not in terms only of size, but what it means, okay? So increasing your Facebook page to 10,000 followers, what would that mean? Versus trying to get more subscribers on your list, what would that mean? The people on your Facebook page, right? They're going to see your content mostly when you advertise, okay? Facebook and the algorithms, or whether it's Facebook or any other algorithm, there's different ways and different criteria within which they allow your content to be shown. And so somebody with a 10,000 follower count on their Facebook business page is not necessarily getting all their content seen, more so than the person with just 1,000 followers. And the time and effort and work and manpower that it takes to have more people see that page, you have to really wonder if it's worth it based on what you're looking to achieve. If you're looking to increase your monthly recurring revenue, that may not be first priority. You may want to look at the email list. And even then, with the email list, it's not necessarily seeing how fast can I get to 10,000 subscribers, but rather, how can I, yes, focus on increasing volume, but also maximizing and optimizing the volume, whether it's 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000. But the volume, how can I maximize and optimize my subscribers on my email list? How can I get them more engaged is possibly what you should be paying more attention to, because the more engaged they are, the more they'll read your emails, the more they'll click through your emails, the more they'll see your offers, and the more they can be exposed to your sales page or your sales sequence and buy your programs. So that's the kind of volume, that's the kind of engagement, that's the kind of movement that you want to focus on, less so the number of people on your email list. Yes, that's important, but more so how you can maximize the volume that you have while incrementally growing it. Because yes, as you grow your email list, you have more people exposed to your messages in a way that you have more control over, versus trying to play nice with the algorithm. There's things that you can do as it relates to email marketing that will get more eyes in front of your content than you would be able to do on social media. And so, yes, the volume matters. The volume of engagement and clicks matters most there than it does on, the likes and the comments on your Facebook page or LinkedIn or any other platform. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're looking at volume and engagement in a way that it's tied to the bottom line. It's tied to sales. It's tied to profits, so that you can say, all right, we know that whenever we send out in a 30-day month, that we send out 15 to 20 emails during that month, or 5 to 10 emails in that month. And we're promoting the same message or promoting the same offers, we're going to get, X amount of people looking at it, clicking through, and we're going to get a certain number of phone calls, right? And from those calls, we're booking clients. That's how you want to be looking at your volume, because that's where it matters, okay? And that's where it can influence your monthly recurring revenue. Make sense? So if this is landing with you, click comment below with the word preview. If this is landing with you, comment below with the word preview. So the reason why I want for you to comment with the word preview is because in my Coaching Impact and Profits program, which I am really excited about, this is a 6-week experience for coaches who are ready to increase their monthly recurring revenue from booking out their programs with aligned clients using marketing and sales systems and strategies that scale with you. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a preview of this program. The program is going to be opening very soon, but I want to give you a preview. And this live stream is kind of a preview as well, right? In terms of what we focus on in this program and why it's important and why this is what will lead to more profitability and sustainable growth in your business. So if you're all about that, which I know as an ambitious coach in this space, comment below with the word preview. Now, the preview is going to be happening in, I was going to say a few days, but just in a little over a week. I'm going to take you through a 3-day experience, sharing with you, giving you a taste of the strategies that we're going to be covering in the Coaching Impact and Profits 6-week program. So if you'd like to hear more about that, my team is working on the pages to get that out to you so that you can opt in for it and definitely get all the reminders and all the training and materials that go along with it. If you'd like to be notified when that's ready, comment below with the word preview. And you're also buying in by commenting. You're saying that, yes, you understand and you relate, and you now see the importance of looking at volume in a more, in a bigger picture way, in a more long-term way than just trying to influence what we make each month. Again, there's a time and place for cash boosts and an increasing revenue. Okay. There's times where maybe there is a big expense that has come up with business, or a big expense that has come up personally. And while you're accustomed to paying yourself $3,000 to $5,000 or $3,000 to $6,000 per month, you want to bring in a bigger sum. Okay. And so a cash boost is something that you can run at any time in your business, but the monthly recurring revenue is important. That's what keeps you getting paid each month. That's where, knowing that this is what's coming in, you can now focus on volume in other areas that will allow you to increase that income and continue to grow and scale your business, and continue to pay yourself more and more each month. Okay, so comment below with the word preview so that you can be in the know when the 3-day experience is going to be live. You'll definitely want to join us for that. I can't wait to tell you more about this. I know I'm speaking in a way that, I'm leaving some things hidden, but don't worry, it's all going to be revealed soon. But for right now, what you definitely want to do is comment below with the word preview. Okay. And certainly take heed to what I'm sharing here. If you know of anybody who can benefit from what I shared here, please invite them to join the group, and then have them, and then tag them. You can even tag them now on this live stream so that by the time they join, they'll see this content right away, and they can watch this, because this is something that every coach needs to hear and needs to know about and needs to focus on if you want to make a bigger impact in terms of having more people get a taste, come into the experience of the way that you work with your clients, so that they can have better lives. They can make an impact in their families, in their workplace, and in their community, because they're changed, because they're transformed, because of the work that you support them to do. You definitely want to pay attention to being more profitable, growing sustainably, reaching more of your people. And I'm going to be talking more about that in the preview experience for the Coaching Impact and Profits program, okay? So invite them to join the group. You yourself, comment below with the word preview, encourage them to do the same. And I'm going to be releasing more information soon. And I would be remiss if I didn't say, while we're waiting for these other things to take shape so that you can join, I know that there may be some of you who are watching this right now who are already sold and pre-sold on the fact that you want to get monthly recurring revenue at a certain level so that you can pay yourself more, have more ease and expansion about what you're bringing in and what you're paying for in your business, and be able to continue to grow your business from there. You're not quite sure about the strategies to get there. You've been trying some things and maybe it's not panning out as fast as you'd like, or you're dealing with confusion and angst around what should I do next? What do I need to focus on here? Because I'm trying these things and not seeing much traction with any of them. Do I abandon those things, or is there one thing that I need to dive into more, and what that is? Okay. So if you know that that's you and you'd like to jump into the front of the line, if you will, the virtual line, and just have a candid conversation about what you need to focus on to get your business to that next level revenue milestone, that next level volume in your business, not just hitting a big month in your business and going back down after that, but getting your monthly recurring revenue at a certain level and go and scale it from there. Let's have a one-on-one discussion, okay? I'm always open to a one-on-one discussion with me where we can look at what you're doing, look at your marketing, look at how you're showing up, look at the clients that you want to work with, how you're bringing those leads into your space, how you're working them through your funnel, and how you're making invitations, or if there is a real connected strategy around how you're bringing people into your programs. I'll share with you a few things that you need to pay attention to in order to get on track. So once we look at what you're doing, I'm pretty much going to diagnose, right? I'm going to put my marketing and business coach hat on and really, get clear on what's holding you back, what the bottlenecks are, what the weak points are, and share with you what that is so that you know what to focus on in order to create better results, in order to really, with a strategy, in a very strategic way and intentional way, bring in more of your leads and bring them into your programs, okay? And really have your efforts in terms of what you're doing for visibility, what you're doing for marketing, what you're doing for sales, have that really, really lead and tie in to the bottom line, and have you be able to increase your monthly recurring revenue, okay? So reach out to me privately here. Let me know that you'd like to have a chat, and I'll send you some information as to next steps to get that free call on the books. Today's Friday as I'm recording this. So as soon as you message me, we can set up some time for the week beginning July 21st. Okay. So I'll leave you with that, and I will see you soon. I did not check for questions. Before I log off, let me see if there's any here. Okay, so I'm not seeing any questions here at this time. So I will, if you do have a question, you can pose it here, or you can reach out to me privately. And again, if you want to talk about what it would look like for you to get on track to bringing in the kind of monthly recurring revenue that you want to get on track to receiving, let's have a talk one-on-one. That would be the quickest way to get some insight and get some support. And then you can still join me for the preview of the Coaching Impact and Profits 6-week group program. All right. Looking forward to speaking with you soon.